for the Aces offensively is to get going early. String some hits together early, put a rally together, because last night only 4 hits in total gave this team the last time he was out, and also 3 straight wins for this Aces team.
Enjoying the beautiful weather, and we're enjoying the beautiful pitching of Dan McGrath, who gets Tim Kennelly. McGrath, not a guy who walked a lot of batters, as Kennelly hits that one down the left field line, and that's going to drop. Hit on the warning track for extra bases. The longtime Perth Heat player is on second with a stand-up double. One extra base hit, a 9th-inning home run to Song Chan Oi, as that one is hit high in the air, another gapper, but it's tracked down, and Kennelly is running all the way home, so they're going to double him up.
It's a double play.
Wow. The defense from the Aces certainly helps him out.
Absolutely.
The 2-0. Sliced high in the air, third base line, and foul.
Didn't look great at the plate, and most guys didn't. Another opportunity here for McGrath.
And that will be the second base runner of the game.
2 on, a man in scoring position. Bearing down after the 2 walks was huge.
And a throwback to first base. They've got Reddick in a pickle. Throw over to second. Cruz is going to pitch it back to McGrath, who makes the tag to end the inning. Hander Brock Gilliam on the hill deals as Whitefield fouls it down the third base line. Once the season rolls on, but now they just want to get him some more at-bats as he chops this one to third. Rushing play for Caminero, fires to first, 1 out in the bottom of the first. Try and get Aaron Judge's 60th home run for about 5 games at least. The Yankees put Judge, the best power hitter in baseball. Oh, and I forgot to add, Judge named the MVP today, so usually your MVP is not the guy you see in the leadoff spot. And that one is hit high in the air out to left field. A couple steps before the track is Collins, who makes the one-handed grab for out number 2. And Robbie Glendinning at the plate, always ready to hit. This time he takes a fastball for a called first strike. That in the rings. And Glendinning smacks this one up the middle for a base hit. Second hit for the Aces for Robbie Glendinning. Another guy they kind of poached. He played in Sydney the last year he was in the ABL, as Robson lets a fastball hit the outside corner. Granted, I haven't seen any other ABL facilities yet, but it wouldn't surprise me at all. And that is lined into the gap in left center field for a base hit. Glendinning's going to take a sharp turn around second, but he'll hold up. 2 straight 2-out singles for Melbourne. Certainly seemed that way talking to him at BP today, as he grounds the first one to short. Easy play for Vasquez, goes to second to end the inning.
Yeah, McGrath only retired 1 batter in the first inning, but found a way to get 3 outs.
And that one is roped up the middle, and Junior Caminero got a good bit of that baseball. Hot shot single to lead off the second. So that was a well-hit ball by Vasquez, but now it's Caminero who leads off on first base as he got a swing and a miss from Ulrich Boyarsky. And thusly he's been moved up in the order. But McGrath going right after him, a breaking ball right down Main Street, and Boyarsky's fooled. 0-2 count. McGrath deals. Waving a whiff, strike 3. In that at bat. Another former major leaguer for the Heat sees the curveball, lets it catch the inside corner for a called strike. McGrath deals. And that one is hit on a line out to right center field. A sliding catch and a great play by Whitefield. The throw pulls Osborne off the bag. A 3-pitch mix for the starter as McGrath deals again. Popped high in the air out to shallow right field. Robson calling off the second baseman, Jared Cruz, and Robson makes the catch. Pretty rare this season that the Aces have gotten a hit in the first inning, let alone 2, as Jared Dale fouls that off himself for strike 1.
Kind of like this guy's locked in.
Certainly looks it today, but out ahead of that breaking ball from Gilliam, it's 0-2. And here's Gilliam. Out in front of that low breaker, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Brock Gilliam. First K of the day for the Perth Heat. They missed the entirety of their first round against Geelong, as Matt O'Neill chops this one foul.
The big difference, 5.5 straight months of playing 6 days a week.
2-1 settles in there.
Reached out to his agent or anything and said, hey, I want to play in Australia.
Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to second, charge for Cosma. Quick throw to first, and there's 2 outs.
Now, he said the Mets asked him if he'd be interested, and I'm sure they do that.
They got some extra reps in winter ball right here in Melbourne. 1-0 pitch to Ryan Dale, catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1.
It's not like they come here and they're already big leaguers.
1-1 pitch, caught on a missed, and we're a strike away from ending the second. I really can't imagine that there's anything better than that. Payoff pitch again. Weekly hit to second. Cosma's there, and that will end the inning. Aces go down in order in the second inning.
Layered up in the booth, I had my beanie on most of the game. But tonight, short sleeves weather, shorts weather, and it is nice to have a sunny day in the 70s. Dan McGrath back to work. He gets 8, 9, and 1 in the Heat order. Jake Bowie, Liam Collins, then back to the top for Tim Kennelly after the top of the 7th, but the Aces came right back with 3 of their own. Another called strike over the heart of the plate. It's 2-2. 2-strike pitch. Fastball misses in, and it's ball 4. Second walk of the game for Dan McGrath. Here is Kennelly, who doubled down the left field line his first time, and McGrath has another man picked off. Really deceptive move from the southpaw as the second baseman Cruz tags out Collins.
Keeping yourself out. McGrath has really just been staring at first base because he knows he's going to be able to pick the guy off, it seems.
Last time out for McGrath. Complete game. We've talked about it a few different times on the broadcast. First start of the ABL season. 3-1. That missed outside ball 4, but if the trend continues, that shouldn't be much of a problem with a runner on first base.
And really just make one mistake pitch the entire game. You can't do that every outing.
Starts Willie Vasquez off with a strike, so now Vasquez is up. Now I'm all caught up. We're good. McGrath stayed down in the zone in his last start. It led to a few ground ball outs. So 2 gone in the inning. Next pitch to Vasquez. Swing and a miss. Change up down and away. Another punch out for Dan McGrath. Give him 3 in the game, and he is through 3 scoreless. Official beer partner of the Melbourne Aces this year. Brock Gilliam back to work, bottom of the 3rd inning. Jared Cruz, the 9-hole hitter, starts things off. Cruz then back to the top for Whitefield and Burke at Washburn University in Kansas as a collegiate athlete. Humpback liner to second, handled by Cosma. And Cruz is retired for out number 1. Bounce to third his first time up, swings at the first pitch and ropes one foul down the third base line. Get drafted or signed by a professional team. Line drive out to second. Cosma dives, but he can't come up with it. And Aaron Whitefield has his first base hit as a member of the Melbourne Aces. What do you know? It was a bloop dumped into the outfield. See if he takes second. Big lead for him. Check swing from Burke. He wanted to hold up there but could not. Whitefield inching closer to second. They caught him leaning. Throw to first. Got him. So Gilliam picks off Whitefield.
And you'll see in the All-Star Access replay, that's just good awareness. Gilliam sees out of the corner of his eye. Whitefield looked like he was ready.
2 outs and no one on. Burke fouls one back. He's got 2 strikes on him. 4.23 ERA in those 2 seasons. 2-strike pitch to Burke. Off the end of the bat into shallow left field. Collins is there, a couple steps to his left. That ends the inning. So not a 1-2-3 inning, but Gilliam faces the minimum. We are through 3 full in Melbourne.
Yeah, tonight I think it's just too many pickoffs.
First pitch of the inning to the 13-year big league vet Josh Reddick is over for a strike. Just not a lot of offense early on, and that's credit to the pitching and the defense that we've seen. A 1 to Josh, fouled back. It's 0-2. Defense is big, though, in the Big Ten. 3-2 pitch. Reddick shoots one to the left side. Dale knocks it down. Is he going to get him? Nope. Can't get him. Reddick a short lead at first. Pitch to Junior Caminero. Big swing and a miss there. McGrath got him to chase out of the zone.
And McGrath in the same way his perfect game. I mean, just again, we keep harping on how good the starting pitching has been. And another one, the bottom just dropping out on that changeup.
3 singles for the Aces. That's it. Pitch misses inside. That's ball 4. So the first 2 have reached to start the 4th. Runners at first and second with no outs.
You get a couple of walks on there. That's number 4.
Big cut from Boyarsky to start the AB. Fastball up top.
They just have not been going the pitcher's way.
Well, McGrath has 2 strikes on Boyarsky.
for the most part, I think he's getting the results he wants.
2-2 sent in the air, high and deep, right center field. As the center fielder Whitefield and the right fielder Osborne look up. That one sails over the wall. A 3-run home run for Ulrich Bojarski. Second homer in as many nights. He's got 5 RBIs in this series now. And he's done it on 2 swings.
Yeah, every run for Perth in Melbourne Ballpark this year has come via an Ulrich Bojarski home run. And both of them look pretty similar. Not looking like no doubters off the bat, but they just kept on carrying and carrying. And you see in that replay, it looked like he got a little bit underneath that baseball, but it just kept on going.
Still looking for out number 1 in the 4th. Here's Pete Cosma, the second baseman. Cosma takes inside, and McGrath. But they've gotten some good swings off Dan tonight. This one looks like it'll stay in play. It does for J.D. Osborne. And that's out number 1 of the 4th. Cosma pops out. Here's Alex Hall, the catcher.
That's a careless play by Alex Hall, and it costs the Heat dearly.
And then from there, it was all aces. Line drive over the head of Dale into left field. 4th base runner of the inning for the Heat. And the 4th hit that Dan McGrath has allowed. About a step towards that from that second base bag, and then deep depth-wise. Expecting Bowie to pull. Outfielder's pretty much straight away. Bowie does pull it, and it's off of Jared Cruz's glove into right center. First to third goes Hall. Stopping at first, that's Bowie. Runners at the corners for the Heat to open the scoring last night. Opens the scoring with a 3-run shot tonight. And there's another base hit in the left field past the diving Dale. An RBI single for Liam Collins, the 3rd straight hit and the 4th hit of the inning.
See it again on the All-Star Access Higher replay. Hot shot and just slipped right under the glove of Dale. And now Tim Ballard's going to come out and have a chat with his pitcher. And just that one big home run.
So he starts Kennelly off with a strike. 3rd time up for Kennelly. Look over at the runner at first. This one popped in the air, shallow left. Jared Dale making the call for it, makes the grab, and that ends. That is just the 2nd out of the inning. Aces. Good changeup there, down and in, down and away.
See if and when he comes in to replace McGrath.
Longstaff, he's loose during BP. Runners go, 3-2, 2 outs. Popped up, middle of the diamond. We'll see who wants it. Looks like Aaron Whitefield's camped under it, and that is who makes the grab to finally retire the side. On the heater, his teammates with the Monarchs. Pitch to Glendinning, foul back. 2-1 to Glendinning, takes a fastball in the outer half. It's 2-2. Malik Smith, Lewis Thorpe, Gabby Guerrero, Darnell Sweeney, and Matt Hall. 5 other former major leaguers on that team, along with Robson and Cosma. Deep drive to center, and that one's gone. Off the top of the wall, Glendinning pulls into second with a leadoff double. First extra base hit that Gilliam's allowed tonight. 4th hit for the Aces. Swing and a miss, and a changeup down and in as Robson faces his former teammate for the 2nd time.
Many leagues across the world, and it's got to feel a nice little chip on Robson's shoulder getting the better of his teammate in their first battle.
Gilliam out of the stretch. Ground ball through the hole into left field, a base hit. Here comes Glendinning. Robson heading for second. Throws cut off, and Robson is tagged out. Oh, he's safe at second. Ball was dropped.
Instant replay. Just a hot bouncer right beating the shift in between third and short. No chance at Glendinning at second, so a heads-up play by Vasquez.
Dan McGrath, Aces starter, watching from a seat in the Aces dugout to see if his guys can get him some runs. Chopper to third, that will not move Robson over. And Osborne is out number 1 in the 4th. The 3 wins that Perth had over Adelaide. Hard hit ground ball down the third base line, a fair ball. Into the left field corner, Robson around third, he's headed home. Jared Dale pulls into second. It's an RBI 2-bagger with swagger for Jared Dale, and it's a 4-2 ball game.
It's a different team from the last ABL season, just 2 years ago.
The Aces with 2 and counting in the bottom half of the inning. Gilliam out of the stretch. O'Neill sends one back to Gilliam on the mound, who has Dale caught in a rundown. O'Neill gets to first, Dale caught in the pickle. O'Neill gets to second on it, and they tag out Dale in between short and third. A 1 from Gilliam. Popped up right side, but Cosma's there on the run, and that ends the inning.
Major leagues, according to MLB Pipeline. And he gets his second game. Are going to begin the game at the dish, or begin the inning for Perth here in the top of the 5th. Reddick flies this one deep into left center field. It's all Whitefield who makes the run and the one-handed grab for out number 1 of the Rays prospect system. But after a strong season in the FCL, runners-up in the championship there. 1-1. Fastball right down Main Street, and it's 1-2. And that misses outside, so for the second time in a row, Junior Caminero will take a walk over to first base. Not his first year in Perth, though. As off goes Caminero. Pitches in there for a strike. The throw on the money from Matt O'Neill, and it gets him.
From O'Neill. Perfect throw, got it right in position for Cruz to make the tag, and Cruz holding up his end.
2 outs and a full count. Just missing inside. Second walk of the inning issued by Longstaff.
You replenish that talent, if you will.
And that is lined out into left field. Charging is Burt, but he'll let that bounce in front of him. A 2-out single for Cosma, his first hit against the Aces, to take the first game of this round. 2-0 pitch is hammered into right field, and a base hit for Alex Hall. Sprinting around second comes Boyarsky. The throw will go to third, not in time, as Pete Cosma just barely slides in ahead of the tag.
And Alex Hall
mirroring the score of last night, as that one is scooted right to Dale. Quick throw to second, and that ends the inning. 2 runs scored. The pitch. That one is hit high in the air out to left field. Collins misread it, but ends up getting it for out number 1. Played most of last season with the Rocket City Trash Pandas in Double-A. This one rocketed out to deep left field, keeps going back, and that's going to one-hop the wall. Whitefield turning on the Jets, and he'll take a long turnaround second. Shallow cutoff, and Aaron Whitefield slides into third with a triple. Contact, good power, and great speed, legging that out into a triple. On a windier night, that could have been his first Aces home run. Bounced over the head of Boyarsky, and Whitefield seeing the left fielder. Check that was Liam Collins. And he is 90 feet away from cutting down the Heat lead. Burke trying to help that along, but he fouls the first pitch for the Melbourne Aces so far this season. Sliced into the netting again, and that's going to land in the stands. 1 away, runner on third. That is lofted high in the air, not deep enough, so Whitefield's going to go back to third. Caminero calls everyone off to make the catch. Singled Whitefield over as he tips it into the glove of Alex Hall. Aaron Whitefield, a guy that Glendinning played with in Perth, now in Melbourne, and on the Australian national team. Led all ABL teams with 8 players on that roster. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Glendinning down on strikes to end the 5th inning. And now he'll face the Heat order, beginning with Liam Collins. First pitch misses upstairs, the fastball, 1-0. 3-0 now to Liam Collins. Another high fastball, a 4-pitch walk to start off Gibbons' season with Melbourne. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Now the 3-0. That one right down the pike.
to see each other play, whether against each other in the ABL over the years or with Team Australia. So all these guys familiar with each other. Pitchers know.
Here he goes. That one sliced high and foul over the party deck, and it's 1-1. For another one of the Rays' top prospects in Willie Vasquez. Sliced foul into the netting.
Now here, I'm scouting out the situation we got here.
Vasquez laces this into right field. Easy play for Robson to make the grab. Tagging to third on the play is Collins.
This past year in 2022, I was out there in 2018. Well, and you know how everything's set up in the press box out there. It's pretty open, and there's just not a lot of cover in the laptop.
Oh, man.
It's gone.
And that one skied out of play. Broadcaster's worst nightmare.
I feel for that.
Reddick laces it into left field. Burke slides. Did he get it? No, he did not. Just squirted out of his glove. So it's an excuse me single from Josh Reddick, and the run scoring continues. Chris Burke was millimeters away. RBI single for the former World Series champion Josh Reddick.
Well, one of those walks has already come in to score. Taking a look at the replay.
And 2 on for Junior Caminero. It's that one into the net over the Aces dugout. Here's Gibbons. That one is lined right at Dale. Flips to Cruz for one, on to first. Double play. Jared Cruz just gets Caminero in time. The Song Chan Oi home run at the end of round one as Robson swings and misses the first pitch of the bottom 6.
Obviously, pitchers, they don't mind giving up solo home runs, but 3-run home runs, those are going to hurt you.
And Robson laces this one high in the air out to center field. Easy run for Josh Reddick. Fundamental two-handed grab for the 13-year vet. As if you look on the Aces social media channels, we dubbed that the J.D. Osborne game.
In round one against Geelong. So here's a guy coming on with the bat pretty quickly this year.
And that's laced to second. Diving play, Pete Kozma robs Osborne of a base hit.
Quick first step, which a lot of times is what separates a big leaguer from a non-big leaguer. Pure hitters need to find other ways to get to the big leagues, and for Kozma, his glove helped.
And there's a chopper over to first, flip to the pitcher, and a quick 1-2-3 inning. Good weather all day long today. Beautiful clear skies.
Peter Moylan goes to the bullpen. Fourth pitcher of the night brings on righty Jeremy Young, who's working quickly. He's already thrown 2 pitches. 4 really solid innings for Young in 2 games against Geelong, Korea in round 1. It's a chase there, appeal down to first, no need. It's a called strike 3. Young allowed 2 unearned runs in 3 innings of work in the win in the 13-inning marathon against Geelong. Got in on the hands of Kozma there, who sends one out to short.
2 of them coming off the heels of that walk-off grand slam.
One off the glove of Cruz into right field. That one ate him up. 10 hits now in the game for Perth. As Young goes with the fastball and gets a called strike, 1-1 on Bowie. In the 5th, Gibbons gave up a run in the 6th. And here's the 11th base hit of the day for the Heat. Bowie sneaks one through into center field. 2 hits for him. Young looking to work his way through this inning. Good fastball up top, swing and a miss. 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss. Jeremy Young picks up the punch out to end the frame. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Young. Ryan Dale, Jared Cruz, the bottom 3 in the order. That one's tapped foul. That's good, it really is. Fly ball deep left center field. Reddick is over in the gap as he camps under it to make the grab. O'Neill retired to start the 7th.
Sack fly last night.
Line drive into left field. It's down in front of Collins. Dale picks up his first hit of the night. That's it. Just the 2 runs on the scoreboard for the Aces. They do have 8 hits. Meanwhile, the Heat, 6 runs on 11 hits. 2-1 to Cruz. Nasty pitch on the hands. He's done a good job helping the Heat save their bullpen, and he picks up another strikeout. 3 punch-outs for him. Cruz is out number 2 in the 7th. Whitefield 2 for 3 tonight. Swing and a miss at a pitch diving down and away from him. Solid numbers in pro ball as well. Chopper to third. Backpedaling is Caminero. Goes the short way to second. And the 5-4 fielder's choice ends the inning.
And because he just gets out.
Yeah. Outs are good. Aces need some outs. They need some runs. They need at least 4. With 2 at-bats left, 6 outs to play with. It's the Perth Heat 6 and the Melbourne Aces 2. Hard hit ground ball out to second. Cruz waits back on it. 2 ground ball outs for Jeremy Young to start the 8th.
He just, as you said, he just goes in there and gets outs.
First pitch strike to Josh Reddick. It's 0-1. Young looking for a 1-2-3 inning, and it's quickly 0-2 at Melbourne Ballpark. Sunday, 1 p.m. first pitch in the series finale between the Heat and the Aces. Reddick sends one over to first. Diving stop by Osborne. Knocks it down, throws to first in time to get Reddick. 3-1 on the putout. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jeremy Young. Gilliam scattered 8 hits, but just the 2 runs home. Burke swings at the first pitch he sees, rolls one to second. Cosma in one motion flips it and shovels it over to first.
Again, another big league play from Pete Cosma. Barehander.
He got that rally started in the 4th inning, and now he drives one out to deep left center field, but Reddick lays out and makes a spectacular grab. The 13-year big league veteran Josh Reddick patrolling center tonight.
I think Reddick and Aaron Whitefield are playing a game of anything you can do, I can do better. And look at that. Leaping catch. Josh Reddick laying all the way out.
Worked a scoreless inning in round 1 against Adelaide. And Robson flicks one foul down the third base line. Robson's looking for his 3rd hit of the night.
Solid defense in right field. Obviously not flashy with the leather like we saw from Reddick, but getting the job done.
Chopper to Cosma at second. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Higgins, an easy 8th.
Top of the 9th here, Jeremy Young still on the mound, gets the first pitch from Junior Caminero, and a nice play at short by Jared Dale. 1 pitch, 1 out for the 2nd straight frame. Dale has just been so good when called upon for Melbourne. And there he gets Ulrich Bojarski coming home against Jeremy Young. And now looking for more of the same. High chopper to short, Dale again. A long throw to first, and there is out number 2.
Going to look at this play by Jared Dale. Goes with the backhand. Long throw, not an easy play.
A 1-0 count to the former major leaguer. First round pick by the Cardinals in 2007. 7 years of major league experience, mostly with St. Louis. Jared Dale's a busy man this inning. 3 grounders, 3 outs. And Jeremy Young gets a 2nd straight 1-2 inning. 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. And this is a good start for the Aces. 3-0 pitch misses low, and the leadoff man will reach base. Osborne has good speed, but doesn't look like he is trying to steal as Dale fouls one back into the netting. Perth leads 6-2. The 1-2 pitch, cut on and missed, and with a runner on first base, the drop 3rd strike is irrelevant. And there is 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th.
Not a lot of strikeouts for the Perth pitching staff tonight. Gilliam and now Higgins pitching well to contact.
His first homer in the ABL, 2-0. Inside, 3-0.
We called it a strike.
Wait,
wow.
When? 3-1. And another close call there. It's outside. 5 homers, 35 RBIs. As that one is laced into right field. That's going to reach the gap. Off the wall. Osborne's going to head to third base. O'Neill's going to stand up at second. Osborne holds up at third base. It's a 1-out double for Matt O'Neill, and that could be a rally start.
Got ahead in the count and was able to get a pitch to drive, just going with that pitch on the outer half and smacked it off that wall.
Got to give some credit to Ulrich Bojarski. So now 2 on and 1 out for Ryan Dale. Weak grounder to second. Osborne's coming home. He will score, but Vasquez gets out number 2 at first. And that one is a sinking liner into the glove of Cosma. That will end the game.